Welcome back, everyone. Today I bring you another ranked game. We are on death row on the bad side, unfortunately. And I am playing 11th ACAV once more, because it's a very good division. And I wanted to get some more practice with it because I haven't played it a lot when it was like super giga broken. But right now it's still a very good division. So, want to know how it actually feels to play it. I've played it a bit recently, obviously, but the more the better. It's just about just remembering what units you have available and when to bring in which of them. And we are going up against 5th Panzer, so not a very good division right now. I would say it's like in my opinion, you like S tier is like the pretty much very good divisions, but like 56Y and 5E and stuff like that deserves their own S plus tier. So I would say that 5th Panzer is somewhere between S and A tier. I think it's low S or high A tier. Not really sure about it. I think sometimes you can get wrecked by certain matchups, but overall it's an extremely good division. Yeah, well, I'm on the bad side, so this is very rough. My enemy will have a shit ton of high HP infantry, together with a lot of IFVs, which I don't get a lot of, which is a bit annoying. He also gets a shit ton of light tanks, and his Leopard 2s are very potent. They're not as good as my M1A ones, but they're very potent. So I will need something to secure the right side, though I will put only light forces there. That was the idea, at least, because I didn't think that, attacking through here early on with 5th Panzer doesn't make a lot of sense, I would think, at least. He gets Alpha almost for free, because you can see like there's pretty much nothing for me to hold in the sector, while Echo is very balanced, actually. Because we both get forest lines, and he actually gets some more buildings than I do. But overall, the sector, I think, is pretty balanced. So I was just guessing that he would try to kind of grind me out. Because, I mean, he has a better side. He has generally more shit available to him. And I have better air spam, I would say. The thing is, he has very good AA, so he doesn't really have to care about that. I can see I'm starting with 2 quick fixes, just for some early recon information. Allow us into this building. Would be nice if I could get into there, because this would facilitate a push through this forest line and maybe then getting into this forest patch there. BGS for the far left to control the open, because like this building, as you can see, doesn't have the best line of sight. This one, from this forest line, you do have control over the open. Then 1 LRS going here. I really like the position on the hill, because you control this side of the hill and then also the open here. Then 1 BGS to the right side, going there fairly aggressively. 1 Engineer Dragon and the Milan 2 to secure this area. The Milan 2 more for the open, and the Engineer Dragon for the right side of the road once they get closer. And the good thing is also that he can't shoot the Milan 2 from there. That's a very powerful position, but obviously if he like bum rushes me through here, then this could be dangerous, but I mean, 5th Panzer isn't exactly a rush division, right? 2 commands actually. Because again, I was expecting a grindy game, so getting control of the zones early is pretty good, because the zones, as you can see, are worth a lot of points. I was, by the way, one of the last games, I think it was the 5E game, or it was the 5E mirror on Death Row. I said that the back zones are 3-pointers. They're also 2-pointers, actually. But still, the map is like, is so much points that you get or don't get if you don't capture the zones. So you really want to capture them as soon as possible, because like falling behind a few seconds can already put you so many points behind. It's honestly insane. And I know I've been rambling about it for forever now, but I just despise the old maps with such a burning passion. It's just such garbage. You get into a zone for like 5 seconds and it's like, yeah, you won the game because you have ticked 5 billion points. And yeah, good luck coming back. Which I honestly I would argue is one of the reasons why we had the whole airborne meta back in the day. Because all the zones were always worth so much on those maps that you could just rush in, and even if your enemy pushed you out by like the 20-minute mark, you already won just by the sheer amount of points you had. Yeah, not a big fan of that. 2 Stingers also going in, so in case he starts some early S-Spam. My fighters aren't the best, so I don't want to rely on them. Milan 2 going into the building here. There's a very powerful building, so you mostly want to have an ATGM in there as soon as possible. Then 1 Panzer with the Marder going to the left, because I thought that, you know, I might want to try to get something going on the left. Because if I can get him out of there, it will actually be very rough for him to get back in. Because you can see the forests here give me pretty good control over the open field in front of the hill. He could then like push from here if he has secured Echo, but then again he will have push over the open. I have a Milan 2 here already. I can put more ATGMs into this forest patch there, so this wouldn't be the worst. 2 Minecraft for Dragons going up into Echo. Jaguar 2 also coming in there. Not sure whether this will stay there or not. Let's see. T. Very nice. I like tea. Yeah, so just waiting now. I think I was waiting. Was I waiting for the enemy or was he waiting for me? I'm not sure actually. I think I'm pretty much ready. Oh yeah, I removed something and put a CEV in. In case there was like a lot of infantry coming in here, because as I said, he has quite a lot of high HP infantry that I want to get rid of as quickly as possible. And yeah, so the CEV will help with that. My high HP infantry is obviously also very good, but the CEV is just such a menace against infantry. And yeah, quick fixes like recon helicopters. Skiffic really was right about using recon helicopters early on, even if it's like 2 of the jammer helicopters, which is 160 points together. It still gives you so much recon information. On that road, you might have even started with only 1 of them and then just micro it around. I guess the helicopter is it, not he. But I was lazy. Went for 2 of them. Then, like after we started, I remembered that. Oh fuck! He can start with Luxus, right? And he can rush me down early game somewhere. So I see several vehicles coming down here, and it's in fact Luxus and the transport Panzer Fuchs. Razit, which is the exceptional recon vehicle, 5th Panzer gets. So I deployed the BGS here early, didn't let it get into the forest line there, because I was just afraid of it being sniped off by the Lux. German autocannons are absolute garbage, but they can still hit you. Brings in an F4F. Unfortunately, he gets the kill on the quick fix. How much is it? Yeah, 40% ECM, by the way. Absolute lemao. F16 comes in, misses 1 Sparrow, misses the 2nd Sparrow, and misses both the AIM-9Ms. This is 30% ECM, by the way. Doesn't get hit once. Doesn't get hit once. Both my quick fixes get hit. RNG. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Like, what the hell is that RNG? I have 10% more ECM than him, and I'm the one that gets hit. Here I also don't know what's happening there. It's routed, but it's not flying away. The crits here are a bit weird. Like, tanks, when they're routed, will turn their ass towards the enemy and drive around like an absolute buffoon. But this quick fix is routed and doesn't do anything. Yeah, well, there is a giant push on the right-hand side happening, so this was quite concerning. Though you can see, because I know that there's a giant push going on here, I'm moving up the mech rifle dragons because I can be pretty sure that there's nothing in here. Problem is though now obviously that the CEV here has been a pretty big waste. The Milan 2 obviously missed its first ATGM because, I mean, why wouldn't it hit, you know, in a situation where there's like 5 billion vehicles coming in? Engineer dragons also missed their ATGM. Like, just bruh. Quickly rerouting the Jaguar 2, but I mean, this is already way too late. They are super close, but I thought that I might as well try because I need to stop him with something. And I don't have anything else here. Bought in the F-16 to catch his F4, but I didn't even hit it once with the F4, so this was an absolute waste. C-Knight coming in as some quick support because I didn't see any AA with all those vehicles, so I thought that I might as well, you know, quickly use this opportunity to get some hits in with the TOW2s. LRS being hit very heavily, and yeah, well, nothing I can do against that. I microed the engineered dragons out of the building and hit it inside of this little building patch here. C-Knight is in position. Another Jaguar 2 coming in. This Jaguar 2 kills the Lux, and this C-Knight kills the Leopard 1A5, so already going very well. Don't know where this TOW2 was going, honestly. Leopard 2, A1A1 double vet doesn't get the first shot off with the Jaguar 2. Don't know why it didn't spot me, because I think he has recon here somewhere. Honestly, don't know what's going on there. But now the Roland hits me on the first hit and kills me. I mean, the C-Knight doesn't have any ECM, but still, like, early game RNG was like hilariously in his favor. Literally everything hit from him, almost nothing hit from me, so I'm in an absolutely horrible position. The right side is completely collapsed. I am slowly moving up on the left side though. There's a Jaguar 1 in here, quite concerning. Panzer Grenadier is moving up though, because the Jaguar has nothing to protect itself against infantry. That's also why I'm keeping back the Marder, because I don't want to lose it to the ATGM when I could just snipe it off with the Panzer Grenadier. But yeah, as I said, right hand side has completely collapsed. At least I was able to save the Iltis and get control of Echo. Slowly moving into Alpha, so I am at the +4 tick right now actually. Jaguar 2 moving in, but this time the Leopard 1A1 actually does spot me first, unfortunately, so gets a hit off. F4 comes in and actually doesn't get the C-Knight. Wow. RNG going in my favor for once. No, F16 obviously gets tagged. Because why wouldn't it? But C-Knight survived, so honestly, that's already good enough for my RNG. Can't expect more. Kiowa Warrior quickly coming in because I just needed something to get to the front line quickly. So I know that he has AA, but this is just a risk I have to take at this point. Unfortunately, smokes off, so the Hell Arm doesn't go anywhere. Then it just misses by like 5 billion kilometers. One gets smoked off again, and the last one finally hits a Leopard, so that was nice. I mean, Leopard is, I'm pretty sure it's worth less, yeah, than the Kiowa Warrior, but I mean, it's still a kill. And yeah, so he did in fact just ooga-booga down the right hand side. Everything's here. Almost nothing, like literally nothing is here. Almost nothing is here, but the one Pioneer with the Carl Gustav was being a big issue. Panzer Grenadier miss again. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. They're not even stunned. They're barely cohesion damage and they miss. 65% accuracy, by the way. Wasn't max range as well. Hit. Wow, nice. But I mean, now the Marder will get killed by the Jaguar. And my fire support is now gone. Engineer Dragon are moving in, but yeah, they will be a great support, but the Marder would have been even better. Abrams here trying to engage something, but just missing everything. Well, now it's cohesion damage, so it's kind of fair that they missed the Jaguar, obviously, but the Jaguar hits. It's also very cohesion damage, by the way, but of course he hits. So why wouldn't he? But Abrams and Jaguar are still alive, so that's at least something. Supply is finally coming in, also bringing in an Eyehawk for some air defense, but this is now in a very exposed position actually. I was lucky that the Marder here didn't see it. I guess he didn't have the recon up in position at this point in time. Panzer Grenadiers are moving up, but now they found the Jägeraufklärer, and I mean, yeah, obviously that's a fight that the Jägeraufklärer will win every day of the week. He is brought in some bow pass, but I have the Stinger still here, so Stinger will be moving up and taking care of those. LRS into here, might move it up later as well to get some recon information. Oh, supply truck was emptied instantly in a matter of seconds. So I will need some more supplies, and quickly. I think I will bring in a supply helicopter soon. Recon Bradley is coming in because I don't have any like recon here at this point in time. I do have the recon helicopter, but this can get killed very quickly. Something on the hillside there. I think it's a command vehicle or something. Yeah, it's smoked off just in time for the Kiowa to not hit it. Okay, again, Kiowa misses. Hell arms are very weird, by the way. Like, they have a very high accuracy, like 70%, but most of the time it feels more like a 40% accuracy for some reason. CNET instantly gets tapped. Of course it does. Kiowa Warrior is still alive though, so hey. Bradley slowly moving forward. Spots, yeah, the units on the hill. Panzer Grenadier trying to engage the LRS, but the LRS is just straight better because it's double Wagner Special Forces. Dragon moving in, but they're losing against the Jäger Aufklärer for some reason. Don't really know why. I mean, it's Vet 1. Yeah, and I guess it has a machine gun, so yeah, Vet 1 and the machine gun is actually quite a bit of more firepower. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Bringing in a Stinger here as well, because I think there either were some Bopas here already, or I was just expecting Bopas, because she brought them in on the left-hand side as well. These tanks they were just so damaged that they needed a lot of supplies, so yeah, the Chinook is finally coming in. And I'm also buying in the Recon Abrams, because, well, if I'm missing a Recon, I can just use a tank as Recon. Yeah, those engineers will absolutely die. Stingers, if he wants to, he can maybe finish off the Bopa at some point in the future. Yes, he does. Nice. So, at least he's not ticking for the moment, but I'm in an absolutely horrible spot. Reposition the Eyehawk as well, because I just didn't want to lose that one on top of all the horrible losses I have already taken. Isn't microing his pioneers here, just letting them sit in the open. Gets in a command again into this forest because, yeah, well, there's nothing I can do against that. Does he actually just lose the pioneers here? Because I think he does. Lol. Okay, cool. Luke's dies to the Kiowa. So the Kiowa here was doing actually pretty well. It didn't hit like 70% of its missiles, let's be honest, but he also smoked off several of them, so yeah, let's be fair about that. And then, yeah, it just misses the command. That was so painful. Bradley then also, I mean, it doesn't miss because the command got into the forest just in time. Jaguar 2 dies to the M1A1 ACAV, so that was nice. But there's a Jaguar 1 now as well. The Kiowa is out of missiles, so it can't shoot at the Fuchs. Bradley can though. But it misses. 65% accuracy, by the way, we are at 1,700 meters. At least it hit the second time, but the thing is that gave him the capture of the sector, and now he's a +6. So, I'm still in an incredibly bad position. I just can't get back into this sector because there's 25 billion Jaguars sitting in all those forest lines that I can't see. Might even be Milan 2 infantry teams that I will have an even harder time to spot. One is some infantry to stop his infantry push. Mech rifles should have a good job or a good chance fighting against the Panzer Grenadiers. A lot of stuff now coming in on the left hand side though, so I would lose this position and there's nothing I can do because I need to invest a lot of stuff to even get him out of the right hand side. So I don't have any resources to invest into the left hand side. His Panzer Grenadier obviously hits his first shot on my M113. The Iltis that was on the right side quickly got rerouted into the Echo sector. Because I know that I killed his command, so I should be at least able to recap it. F-16 gets hit by the Roland and has to retreat. Yeah, bunch of vehicles coming up here. I have bought in a howitzer to get rid of all of those ATGMs there, because those will be very annoying. They are already very annoying. One Jaeger 1 goes down. F4 comes in, kills the Kiowa, finally. Very painful for me, but it dies at least in return, so hey. That's at least something. LRS here most likely will die, and the Iltis will need to get out of here, because it's in a very bad position. Mara kills the Lux. That's a nice kill. Abrams and the M1A1 ACAV are moving up. Abrams gets stunned, obviously, by all the ATGMs. That's like the big problem with those Jaguar ones. They don't have the best accuracy, but they just do so much suppression damage, which is, yeah, the problem we have with all the ATGMs in this game. They don't hit you, but then they still do a lot of cohesion damage. Your tanks rout, do stupid shit, and then they die. It's just incredibly unfun. It's not a lot of skill involved or anything. It's just stupid. And yeah, well, this sector has been recapped completely, so he's only at a +2 once again. ACAV is moving up because I know that there's some ATGMs in here, and I mean at this range the ACAV will absolutely rule. Get a Marder, although this is also an ATGM vehicle by the way, obviously. Smoke off against the Jaguar, another C-Knight dies on the left hand side against the Gepard, I mean yeah, that makes a lot of sense. ACAV changes target priority for some reason, like there's a Jaguar right in front of it that he was aiming at, and it was like, yeah, nah, how about like I don't shoot and turn towards the Jaguar too? Like, just why? MW1 comes in, kills my mech rifles here. Yeah, that was a fair call to make by him, honestly. M1A1 ACAV on the left hand side, coming in as well, but was hit pretty heavily by the Leopard 1A5, I think, so needs to be repaired. Obviously didn't kill it, because why would it kill anything in its life? This M1A1 was able to escape though after the target priority just completely shafted it. I think I just need to right click more, because the target priority is just such horrible garbage, you really can't rely on it to do anything. Like this, he could have literally killed the Jaguar 1, no problem. But he decided, no, let's go for the Jaguar 2 that I can't even one-shot at this distance, and that where I won't get a shot off in time. Because why not? Command Abrams coming in as well, just trying to shove it into the sector, because I need to retreat the Iltis from the left-hand side, because he's just overrunning me. Yeah, I need to get some points from somewhere else. Trying to see whether I can get the Jaguar 2, or the Jaguar 1. Of course, like 3 ATGMs against the 1. The 1 wins against 3. Of course, that makes so much sense. I love it. Smoke off the Jaguar too quickly because again it's instantly stunned out of its mind and is completely useless. The pivots on the left hand side actually doing a great job against the enemy infantry. So that was nice. Unfortunately, the M1A1 is just out of action for such a long time because I need to wait until the supply truck is in position. And I didn't want to like call in a helicopter because I was afraid that the Gepard might be able to snipe it off. M1A1 now under attack from the Bopa. Stinger is in position but a little bit too far back. So quickly smoke off the Abrams. Did get a full cap on the right side, so only my enemy is only at the +2 now. Engineering Dragon missed the Roland 3, but they were stunned out, so that's fine. That makes sense. But left hand side looking really bad. I'm trying to sneak up the Panzer Grenadiers through the building to snipe off the Jaguar 2. That would be really big. Stingers going up against the helicopters, gets a kill. That was cool. Abrams here's the Jaguar 2, but I mean, yeah, that's a big advantage of the Jaguar 2, so you can see they survive a hit from an Abrams at max range. He got a command in to echo, but I knew that it was in the corner somewhere there, so quickly killed it off. Abrams drives forward, but gets hit by the Panzer Grenadier. Again, his one hits, of course, instantly routs me, and you can see what the tank does. Instead of just, you know, routing and reversing, it starts turning aside armor and gets killed. I think the ATGMs wouldn't be half as bad if they would just fix the goddamn routing on tanks. So that they would just reverse. Why is that so hard to do? Why do they have to do stupid shit? Yeah, my Jaguar 2 gets sniped by the Bopa, I think, or some other ATGM vehicle. I don't even know. There's so many ATGMs flying at me from all directions that I cannot see and cannot engage. So, yeah. Horrible position to be in. ACAV again gets routed. Look at what it does. It literally turns its ass towards the enemy. Why? Just why does it do that? I did like an insane micro here. This tank had smoke, so I quickly pushed it like in front of the ACAV and smoked it off. I think an ATGM was flying towards it. I'm not 100% sure though. So it might have saved it. It might have also been useless because there wasn't going anything for it anyway. But well, either way, it was good micro. Okay, so I'm gonna be happy about it. Second howitzer is in position. I know that there's an ATGM firing at me from here, so I want to get rid of it. Marder, together with the infantry, kills my mech rifles here, unfortunately. The M1A1 ACAV cleaned up on the left-hand side though, so that's good, but I need more infantry here now. Some is coming in together with a new Abrams, so I should be able to push in here, but the problem is just that all my stuff just takes so long to get to the front line. And he has so much shit everywhere. Obviously his Leopard 1A1s even the 1A5s aren't good against my Abrams, but there's just so many of them. And as I said, the old maps tick so fast that I'm so far behind, even though, like, it's not like he has pushed me to my spawn, right? He has only captured this sector. He doesn't even have control of Echo. He barely has control of Alpha, which is supposed to be, you know, a center point that is just completely in his control because map design is done by I don't know who. I'm not gonna blame anyone because I don't know who to blame, but whoever does map design has no idea what the fuck they was doing map design back in the day. Because it has gotten it's still not very good, but it is a lot better than it was back in the day. Like, this is just so stupid. Cluster comes in and luckily doesn't kill the ACAV because the West German cluster is super bad. I think you can use it to like air spam if you have a lot of air assets, but yeah, you can see I didn't even micro the ACAV, it didn't die. And did get the MW1 in return, so that was nice. M1A1 though gets just wrecked by all the ATGMs that I just can't get rid of here for reasons that they do. I understand, because it's like Jaguars that are outranging me and then my M1A1s are driving in and not hitting anything because RNG is dumb. I have deployed some infantry here though because I was kind of attacking through this area over and over again through this small funnel, and I was like, why am I being a dumbass? I can just drive through here as well and encircle him. But the problem is that I'm kind of lacking points. Like an M1A1 is more than a minute's worth of income. And I want to stabilize this area, I need to stabilize the left, need to stabilize the center, and then I also need to get an attack going here. I just don't have the points for all of this shit, man. M1A1 getting stuck on the Pioneer here, so he gets hit by the Jaguar once again. You can see, one hit, and this thing is instantly out of action. Can't use it anymore, I need to repair it. Jaguar 2 also survived on literally a pixel of HP. Very unlucky. Yeah, Echo has basically now completely fallen. I have lost all my units here to the bombing and the tanks, but I still have the command in, so hey, it's good enough. M1A1 instantly gets wrecked by something, more ATGMs and Leopards. Now I just put the artillery on his Jaguars because he wasn't even microing them. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just kill him with artillery because they're both low, so one howitzer should be good enough. I brought in the F-16 very aggressively to distract his AA, to get the cluster in to kill his command vehicle. I just really wanted to get rid of it, honestly. I didn't want him to hide it somewhere behind those buildings here. It's going to be really annoying to get rid of. So yeah, and both F-16s die. Again, like, this RNG is just a joke. Like, 30% ECM, and I think both have been hit twice without evading even one missile. Good God. But left hand side is going quite well now, actually. Once the M1A1 is repaired, the ACAV and the normal M1A1, I will be in a pretty good position. The problem is that the tick is just so goddamn great that I falling behind very quickly. M1A1 here gets a nice hit on the Jaguar 2, by the way, even a double hit, finally. Now it can engage the Leopard 1A1 and kill this one off once it's done. No, yeah, you can see now I'm finally right-clicking the Leopards. They can kill it off. Also artillerying the Jaguar. Funnily enough, the Leopard 1A1 actually survives a hit from the Abrams at this range. I didn't think that. Okay, well, nice to know. Second M1A1 also coming in. And now I have pretty much cleared out the right side, but his tick is so great that I most likely won't be able to get him out on time before he wins. Especially because the M1A1 is damaged, and I don't really want to put it into the sector while it's damaged, because if I lose it, then I lose the game by like 100%. Like, I kind of need to play it safe, even though I don't have time to play it safe. Pivots moving forward, it even vetted up because it killed an MW1 and a bunch of infantry, so that makes sense. The MW1 is coming in for the Milan 2. I don't really know why. I also vetted up, funnily enough. Okay, nice. Doesn't get the kill on the MW1 though. Sad. But I mean, getting an MW1 to 1 HP basically put it out of the game for like 20 minutes or something. Cluster bomber coming in for the Abrams, but I'm microing them away, and you can see like it literally did nothing. This one completely escaped, and this one lost 1 HP. It's so bad. Now moving in the Abrams again once it's fully repaired. And good thing that I killed off his command vehicle there, because otherwise I would have 100% been losing the game. Now I at least have a chance to stop him before he wins. Leopard 2A4 sitting in the forest. Quickly put the artillery on him. Might get a cheeky snipe. M1A1 being a really nice fire support should have moved up the Marder further to help with fire support. Leopard 105 comes over the hill, but I mean, yeah, at this range, Leopard against M1A1, not a good fight. It did. Mech rifle here hit at max cohesion damage. Okay, what the hell. Marder gets a hit on the Leopard 2A4. So it's going actually very well for me, but if you look at the point tick, I was barely not able to get him out of the sector before he got it to 1,900 points. Which means that even if I get you 2,000 points, it's still gonna be a draw. Which is a bit unfortunate in my opinion. You should always win if you get to 2,000 points. But I mean, I guess you can say the rule is you need to have more than 100 points, so this is the rule that is just how it works, but I think it's dumb. If you have 2,000 points, you should just win. And you can see, he's pushing up a Jäger-Aufklärer to snipe my Iltis here, because if he snipes it, he will get another +2 point tick, because the zones are fucking dumb, and you get so many points for them. So I was quickly retreating it, and he actually did a mistake here. If he just would have done nothing, and artillery did with the Mars, he probably would have won the game. But because I saw a Jäger moving in, I know that he was going to snipe my Iltis, moved it out, and thus also escaped his Mars. So, big mistake by him. Snipe his Iltis in here, so that will put me on a point tick. Roland 2 also dying, so that's good. M1A1 ACAV just moving over the open, A1 Abrams also moving over the open. A big Abrams push coming in here, because I also don't have that much time left. So I really want to just capture everything there is. I guess, yeah, Leopard 2A3 here died as well to my Abrams. Jäger tried to snipe my Iltis, but now RNG is finally not in his favor anymore, and his max stressed out Jäger actually misses his Panzer Force for once in his lifetime. Nice. Gets killed off. Also, I got the full capture on Echo, so that's nice. Tries to get in another Fuchs, but, well, I have an M1A1 pretty much everywhere now, because I was able to keep them alive fairly well. I think I lost only one of them. F-16's coming in to kill his bow pass. And then he actually did surrender. So I guess he didn't know that he had an automatic draw. So thank you, I guess. And you can see, like, I was out-trading him massively. But the thing, and it's not like he had complete map control. He barely pushed over the halfway point of the map. But the point is so insanely high that it's just, you can get ahead so quickly in those old maps. And maybe you can also say that this is good for gameplay because it incentivizes more mobile gameplay. You can't just like kind of sit and play defensively. But does it even make sense? Because on the other hand, you could say you can play even more defensively because it just takes, getting one CV into one corner of one zone, and that puts you already on a +2. And if you put them in two corners, that's already at a +4. And if you just spam ATGMs and infantry and light tanks, you can see how far it will get you. Even if being outtraded like 2-1 almost. I don't know. I just hate the old maps with a burning passion. You might have guessed after me saying it several times. Kiowa Warrior did actually quite well. I like those helicopters, they're very cool. If I have space for them, I always try to take them now. Back in the day, I thought they were too expensive at 120 points, but after realizing also how broken ATGMs are with the route, you definitely want to have them. CNET unfortunately didn't do too well because they were just being constantly one-tapped by Rolands. Yeah, Milan 2 also. Very unfortunate that it missed its first shot. I guess it's only 50% accuracy, right? But, I mean, it would have been very cool if it could have hit the first Jaguar, so it could have gotten rid of two Jaguars in the early game. This M1A1 didn't do too well. Like, it didn't just do too much. Bradley actually performed decently well. It's just unfortunate that it sniped the Fuchs only after he got the full cap off on the sector. Like, even just if it would have sniped this Fuchs, that would have already put him below 1,900 points in the end. But yeah, it didn't. But overall, it got a good kill list, so that's fine. And you can see the M1A1 ACAV. I was microing them like a motherfucker because I really knew if I start losing my M1A1s, I'm in big trouble. So I really needed to keep them alive. And I mean, this one killing 2 Jaguars, Roland. Guess he sniped those in the transport. Leopard 1, more infantry. So like no Leopard 2s, but to be fair, he also didn't use that many Leopard 2s, just a bunch of ATGM vehicles and a bunch of other stuff. But hey, a kill is a kill, so that's definitely a very good kill list. And also point-wise, it's just a good kill list as well. IHawk only got 1 kill, but it still vetted up because of all the hits it got. The pivots, as I said, like very crucial in keeping away his infantry on the left-hand side, Pioneer and Jäger, and then also a Tornado and 2 Bopas, so very nice. Artillery didn't like get the craziest kills. This one only got 1 Jaguar, and this one got 2 Jaguars. I got 1 Iltis and a Fenchbeer, but I guess it's okay. I should have probably used my the howitzers earlier against his ATGM vehicles, but I kind of didn't want to waste it on them because obviously it's a vehicle; it could just drive out of there. But yeah, hindsight's 2020. Should have used them earlier. The other M1A1 ACAV also did very well. That one even got a Leopard 2, one of the only ones he used, Command Leopard 2A3 towards the end. And again, 2 Jaguars. You can just see it was just Jaguars everywhere. It's so cancer to play against. I also reworked my 5th Panzer deck to also have Jaguar ones in there. But I take the Jaguar ones at Vet 1 because it's just so insane how many ATGMs you can shit out with this deck. It's quite bizarre. Yeah, the command obviously didn't do that much because I really need to keep this one alive even more than the other M1A ones. Another Abrams, fantastic kill list. Again, you can see a shit ton of ATGMs it had to kill off. Enter Roland, that's nice. Mara actually performing also pretty well. That's good to see. And yeah, well, that's about it. Yeah, this is the Panzer Grenadier that like pushed through the left-hand side towards the end. So like the Roland 2 was like a free kill basically. And yeah, on his side you can see like the F4. This was it's not like this was game changing or anything, but this was just super annoying. And then also escaping all 4 missiles from my F16 was just so painful, man. Fuck me. Horrible. Jaguars being a real menace. Yeah, well, as you can guess. Didn't get many kills, obviously, because, as I said, only 1 M1A1 was lost. But just stunning me down over and over again so that I had to retreat and rearm and wait until the cohesion was lowered again and then push in again. Just waste so much time. And the Roland's just hitting everything. Yeah, like, why not? And though you won, honestly didn't get his value back like at all. Like 2 mech rifles is a nice kill, but this one costs I think almost 300 points or something and it's 10 minutes to reload. So this kill list is really not worth it, which is also why I don't take them anymore. They just seem to be way too expensive for what they do, and you only rarely get a really good run out of them. Yeah, and here's the only M1A1 that I actually did lose throughout the game. It actually died to a Jaguar 1. RIP. But yeah, other than that, you didn't do like too well. It's just you just had so much stuff everywhere. But in the end, I did win, even though it was only because he surrendered. But a win is a win, so we take those. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope they do take those old shitty maps out again, or rework them. It will also be fine. But just please, no, I can't see those giant plus a billion point zones anymore. I just can't do it, man. Please. But well, yeah. Next week you will see more tournament content again. I think there will be a FOB game that I can upload next week. Possibly also a new league game. And yeah, well, until then, I wish you a beautiful day and bye-bye.